Sunshine. Today in the studio with me we've got the lovely Paulina who's packing all your orders. Thank you again for all your orders, it means the world to us here at Sew Me Sunshine. And we've got Lisa who's put together this video for us and is filming, and she's the one who also does the really clever editing as well that you guys love. So today's video is a really exciting one. It is showing you some of our new swimwear fabrics. So if you've been following us on social media, you would have seen the fact that we got a really exciting delivery from a high-end designer who needed to get rid of like old seasons swimwear fabrics, and we took it off their hands, and they're really exciting swimwear fabrics that we haven't been able to buy like retail-y before. So there are a lot of different cutout swimwear fabrics, really high quality linings we've sourced, some fun prints, some like waffle texture that kind of reminds you of Hunza G, so you can make yourself a really fancy swimsuit or bikini set for a lot cheaper than what you'd buy out there in the shop. So yeah, they're really exciting swimwear fabrics. I'm just going to show you some of them today. If you want to head over to our website, all of the swimwear fabrics are there for you, and as always, if you've got any questions, drop us an email and we'll happily answer them for you. So the first one I'm going to show you is a really special swimwear fabric. So as you can see, it's this beautiful light grey colour, and then it's got this pattern running through it, and as a team we kind of thought it's got almost like an animal print, but it's not a print. It's been created by making these really tiny little cutouts throughout it. So it is sheer. It's very beautiful, nice and soft against the skin, but obviously got these beautiful cutouts. And something to bear in mind when you're cutting out your swimwear project with this fabric, you want the pattern to run this way. So instead of traditionally folding the fabric selvage to selvage, what you'd want to do is fold it lengthwise in order to make sure that the pattern is going in this direction vertically, and that's because, one, aesthetically, just for the pattern, it looks the best that way, but also it's the way the fabric stretches as well, so for it to work for a bikini. Now, you could just make yourself a little bodysuit out of it, but if you wanted to line it, we've got a perfect match lining fabric that we sourced from the same designer, and this is a pearl grey. And what's quite nice about the two lining fabrics we sourced from them is that actually it's a little bit thicker than our recycled nylon lining fabrics, so it's got a bit more stability to it, so really useful when using it with the swimwear fabrics with the sheerness to them. And if I just lay it behind for you, you'll see that it's a really good match. See? So it really, it's got that slightly paler, so it really shows off the cutouts, but it works really well, complements each other beautifully, and like I said, lovely as a swimwear set. And the swimwear set we thought would be perfect is the Faye Bikini by Closet Core Patterns. We just think it would look really nice as a two-piece set, and yeah, it would look beautiful in this fabric. So this is a really beautiful mint green swimwear fabric, really pretty, and hopefully you'll be able to see it's got this really gorgeous raised design throughout it, and it's almost reminds me of like a cable knit design, so really beautiful. And then throughout it, it's got these areas where it's almost like burnt out, so linear design throughout it where it is slightly more sheer. Again, very beautiful. It's got really good four-way stretch and recovery, perfect for swimwear fabric, for swimwear project, and was used by the high-end swimwear designer. Now, because of the slight sheer areas, you would need a really good lining, and as I mentioned with the last fabric, we have sourced two of their lining fabrics, and they're a little bit more, got a bit more stability and a bit thicker than our Eco Nile ones. And the other colour we got is this beautiful one. It's this really gorgeous pink. And as Lisa pointed out, this actually looks lovely underneath the mint. So it just slightly shows through, hopefully you can see it, and it almost reminds us of like an ice cream. So really, really pretty with the pop of pink next to that mint green. Really gorgeous and would look lovely as a swimsuit. And the swimsuit pattern we thought for this combination would be perfect is one of our favourites is the Sandpiper by Helen's Closet. It's really popular in the sewing community, I'm not surprised. It's a great swimwear pattern and would look great with these fabrics. So this is a really beautiful textured swimwear fabric. We're really excited for this one to arrive because we've been on the lookout for this type of fabric. It's got almost like crinkle-like texture, waffle-like texture to it. It's very similar to the fabric used by Hunza G, so you'd be able to make yourself a beautiful Hunza G inspired two-piece or swimsuit for a fraction of the price. The original designer used it to make a bikini set, and it was worn by Rihanna as well, and you'll be able to find it quite by doing some clever googling. It looked amazing on her. It's a really, really beautiful pastel yellow colour, very, very gorgeous. We love it. And Lisa thought it would look amazing sewn up into the Bombshell swimsuit by Closet Core Patterns. She just thinks this swimwear fabric would look amazing with the ruche detail with the swimsuit. And we all agree. It would look lovely and yeah, really, really special, this one, and we love it here at Sew Me Sunshine. So this is another stunning textured swimwear jersey, and it's a beautiful warm cream colour, and hopefully you'll be able to see it's got this raised ridge design, linear design running through it, and then between each kind of ridge detail it's been burnt out so it is sheer. So it's a very, very beautiful pattern, and what we were discussing is you could just go for like a white lining underneath it, but if you really wanted to show off that pattern, that ridge detail pattern, then a nice contrast would look great, like the pink swimwear lining that we've got would look great underneath it. It's a very, very beautiful swimwear fabric. Again, very rare and hard to source, and haven't really seen anything like this. And it looked amazing as a swimsuit that the original designer used. I really love this warm cream colour. I think it's really, really pretty. And we thought it would look really great sewn up with the Friday Pattern Company swimsuit pattern, which is the Seabright swimsuit pattern. I just had to check there because I kind of forgot the name, but it's the Seabright swimsuit. It's a really another great swimsuit pattern, used a lot in the sewing community, and it would look really great with this textured warm cream swimwear fabric and with whatever lining that you choose to use. So this has been the most popular so far out of the textured swimwear fabrics. It's a really beautiful bright blue colour, and then it's covered in this, again, very kind of waffle-like texture to it. We've called it a wave because it does look like almost like a wave pattern throughout it. It's so beautiful to touch. You could use either side of the swimsuit actually. So this is the side that the designer used, where it's got more of a pronounced wave pattern, and then on the other side you can see it looks more like a cross-hatched pattern running through it. I personally like the raised ridge wave side. I think it's really, really pretty. It's got a really great stretch and recovery. With this one, it would look great in so many of the swimwear patterns we've talked through today, but I think it was Mitzi and Lisa were talking about the pattern by Sirena Patterns called the Jackie swimsuit, and we thought this would look lovely sewn up into that. And Mitzi's taken some of this fabric, so maybe she's going to make herself a Jackie swimsuit out of it. It'd look really, really fab in this bright blue. So this is again from the high-end swimwear designer, and it's the only non-textured swimwear fabric we got, Parda linings. We were just really drawn to the camo design on it. It's got this really nice khaki green, really nice pale pink and black and the white. You could use our white Eco Nile lining with it. So this swimsuit fabric has again really good stretch and recovery for a full waist stretch. It's nice and stable as well, so it would actually work really well for leggings or a sports top if you didn't want to make yourself a swimwear garment. And Paulina mentioned the pattern by Green Style Patterns called the Arcadia bodysuit, and it's a really good option if you want a little bit more coverage than a traditional swimsuit pattern, as it's got like full length sleeve options as well, and it would look really fab made up into this beautiful swimwear fabric. So I hope you've enjoyed watching today's video and you've enjoyed seeing lots of the ex-designer Deadstock swimwear fabrics. Like I said, we actually got a lot of them in stock, so we've got even more available on the website that we haven't been able to show you today. So head on over to the website and have a little browse, and if you've got any questions, just drop us an email. Or you can also go onto our Instagram account, sewmesunshine.uk, and there's a little video on there showing you all the textured swimwear fabrics as well. If you wanted to see them hanging and draping and moving, they're on there as well. Hopefully you've got lots of inspiration from the patterns that we've paired today. Obviously there's a lot more out there, so we've just selected a few for you to give you a bit of inspiration. Don't forget, we also have a lot of swimwear elastic available, and we've got stretch sewing needles, and we've got Meriflex thread as well. So we've got everything that you need for your swimwear project if you wanted to give it a go. Another thing to note, all of these fabrics I've shown you today are limited availability because they are dead stock from the high-end fashion designer. So once they've gone, we 100% can't get it back in, unfortunately. We've literally got what stock they had left over. So if there's something that you really want, then my advice is to go over and get it now before it sells out. Anyway, it was great to show them to you today, and I hope you love them as much as we do here at Team Sunshine. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye.